Kansas at last.
We're off to Pike County, and that's all that matters.
Good deal, man. I like to hear that. That is awesome, dude.
You know, this week we're kicking off our Midwest tour. I'm heading out to Kansas, and pro staffers Stephen Calcutt and Heath Brown are heading out to West Central Outfitters in Illinois.
Worked 14 hours today, woke up at 5 o'clock, drove to Tennessee, drove back to Spartanburg. Now I'm back in Asheville. Now we're about to head back to Tennessee. We're off to Pike County, and that's all that matters, the things that we do to kill a deer.
A case of beer and some fishing poles.
We were going to Kansas by way of Georgia from Virginia. And if you do the math, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
We're going down to meet the guys from Tom Berlin to pick up our Tom Berlin UTV Vantage vehicle.
It's all electric, completely silent, completely scent-free. You know, it's the baddest hunting vehicle in the land, so they claim, and we're gonna put it to the Red Arrow test.
Which way do I go?
We got down there and took this thing for a little test drive around the neighborhood.
We're in the neighborhood testing out the Vantage UTV.
Reminiscing with a friend of mine. He used to walk
We'll do a
on
little
the
urban rock crawling.
Yeah.
This is gonna be cool. I wanna see this thing crawl up these stairs.
He took a job.
You don't have to rev the thing up and get it ready to roll up. It'll just crawl up stuff. Don't give a bunch of country boys a vehicle if you don't want it put through the ringer. We're gonna beat it and bang it and put it in the mud and drive it up cliffs, and we're gonna do everything we can to it to see if it'll fail.
Destination on right.
Life's too short to waste a day. And the longer it waits, slipping away.
What's up, dude?
Nothing, well, you know.
Lord, it keeps slipping away.
Just crossed over the Ohio River into Illinois. We'll be there before you know it. Got here at Pike.
Wish I could go back.
Met Joey, owner, outfitter of West Central Outfitters, and he showed us a farm. And about to go in here and hang some old mans up for in the morning. We're gonna have a south wind. It's probably gonna be raining. You know, that's how it goes. We just gotta deal with it.
Well, we got in the stand that first evening, and I was on pins and needles, man. You just know that there's big bucks in Kansas.
Waste a day. And the longer it waits, it keeps slipping away. Yeah. Lord, it keeps slipping away. Oh, Lord, it keeps slipping.
And all of a sudden, you see a deer jump the fence over to my left. And he is an absolute giant. The camera light is fading fast, and if I don't get this deer called in within the next 5 minutes, this thing's over. You know, right when I think this deer has committed to coming in and it looks like I might get a shot at him, he actually doubles back and starts tending the scrape on the opposite side of the field, and we just run out of time. Well, I don't know how our first day at Kansas could have been any better, and I was just wondering how the boys were doing over there in Illinois. He knew that there was better deer, and he knew this wasn't exactly what they were looking for on the first day, but hey, this was a good buck. They had a great first day, we had a great first day, and it's looking like our Midwest tour has gotten kicked off in proper fashion.
High-tech rednecks on a mission right here. Got our wireless Buckeye cam. We're gonna hook the PC base back up at Cody's house so we can send pictures to the house. We're gonna try this thing out. We got these nifty little tripods, so we don't need a tree necessarily.
You know, this was also an opportunity where we could take the Vanish out and get a little mud on the tires and see exactly what this thing could do. Everybody that was there watching us drive this thing around could not believe how much raw power and torque this thing had. You know, I definitely wanted to get back in there and hunt that monster 10-pointer, but the wind just wasn't quite right. So that night we decided to head over to a Blue Ribbon Wildlife food plot that we had planted back in September and just see what kind of deer were coming into that.
Behind us is a perfect little staging area when the deer come right out of the thicket. We've got some oak trees behind us, we got acorns falling. Like I said, we got two really nice bucks on camera.
We saw one this morning, probably a 135, 140, 8-point. Chasing some does across this soybean field way out in front of us, 150, 200 yards away. He's one of the shooters that we're in here after. So we're gonna sit here till dark and see what we see. We saw 7 or 8 does and one good buck this morning, so I'm pumped up about this evening and looking forward to it.
You know, I waited as long as I could for a big trophy buck to come out. When this doe came strolling in at last camera light, I decided it was time to bloody up one of my brand new Luminaires.
If it's too dark, I won't shoot. You got her.
Get some of that right behind your shoulder, baby. How you like me now, Kansas doe? All right, we're going to Shabooms.
That, ladies and gentlemen, is a beautiful thing right there. We like killing does. We're not just big buck hunters. We like to kill does too. If you've watched any of my videos for long enough, you know that we're not just big buck hunters. We're not going to do a super loud recovery because it's a good food plot. It's a good hunting spot. But she didn't go far. There she is. What we're gonna do now, we're gonna go right up to her and then we're gonna get the Vanish. Big old doe, man. Good deer to take out, man. Let's get her out of here, man, before we booger this spot up too bad.
So we had decent weather. I mean, it wasn't terrible. The moon was fighting us a little bit, but then, you know, on that third day, the winds came.
It's about 8 o'clock in the morning right now. We couldn't hunt today. The wind is blowing 50 to 80 miles an hour. The Weather Channel's saying it's like the worst windstorm in 50 years, so.
This isn't special effects. This is reality TV. And in reality, we picked a tree much too small for a 30-mile-an-hour windstorm. I think Dorothy said that at one point in her life. We're not in Kansas anymore.
It felt like we were in Kansas that first day when that 170 came out. Now it kind of feels like we're in Central Virginia. Heard a pack of dogs run, and we're really excited we're going to get the opportunity to maybe shoot a raccoon.
Can't even talk right now. It's too loud.
It was just hard to be in the tree stand, and you know, we were just getting a little bit crazy, to tell you the truth.
That is the biggest spike buck I've ever seen. Look at that. He's a piebald. Look at his tail. He must be an old deer. Here he comes, get ready. Get ready. Here he comes. You got mad cow disease. Oh, right there. Right there. Quartering away. Right in front of that cluster of spots. Got him locked up. The flex tone is rocking. Hey man, I'm thinking about going pro, Nick. He was thinking, I hear voices. Oh. We only got about 2 more days left here in Kansas, so just getting down to the wire. That's the way hunting is. Slow sometimes, you can't do nothing about it. I should have put the old Ted Nugent backstrap fever on that little buck that walked under us this morning. He'd have just made it, yeah. Sometimes you get a little wacky when you're sitting in the tree stand not seeing any deer. I like to bow shoot 180s. Will I lung shoot a doe? Well, maybe. The word here in Kansas is that the hunting sucks. Let's check in with our correspondents, Heath and Cut in Illinois. Back to you guys.
I lost the key to the lodge, for one. And then, after I knew that I'd lost the key, and I was walking in the door, and a 50-mile-an-hour wind just jerked it out of my hand and slammed it into the wall right there. So, fixing Joe's hole in the wall for him, and then I'm gonna put a doorknob and everything in the door. Fix it up right, Red Arrow style.
This right here is a walking metaphor for how our hunting's been so far this week.
It's our last afternoon to hunt. It's the bottom of the ninth, 2 outs. I gotta get it done. I've been in that situation before. Most of the time I came through. We'll see if I can do it again tonight. We got a huge CRP field over here to our left that they're all bedded in. We got standing corn and CRP back behind us. And we're just in a little strip of timber where they're traveling. Southwest wind is hitting us right in the face.
You know, we were getting it handed to us pretty good. And somebody who wasn't having as bad of luck as we were was a client of Joey Cobb's.
You got to put that $500 piece of paper on something. I still got mine in my pocket.
And this dude brought in a monster deer. I mean, as far as body size, Joey's a big old boy, and you look at this when he's standing next to him, this is a huge deer.
Let some good ones walk. If I had to do it over again, I might have shot that one I saw 15 minutes into my hunt.
Yeah.
Still got tomorrow morning left.
We just got some good weather.
Yeah, we just now got some good weather.
Josh and I had packed up, and we were just going to sit one more morning and try to get on the ground out in the CRP field and see if we couldn't make something happen with this big 10-pointer.
This is our last couple hours in Kansas. We're set up on this little fence line right here. We just figured we'd come where we saw the biggest deer and give it one last shot. Might try to rattle here in a minute. This is the field he's been coming into. Because Kansas is pretty much over at this point. This is it.
Well, our hunt wasn't going very good. We didn't see anything. But at 8:30, I got a picture message from the boys in Illinois.
We did it. 5 minutes left in our hunt. 5 minutes left. And that joker came in straight downwind. I put my 20-yard pin on him and smacked him. You don't know how pumped I am right now, man. West Central Outfitters, Joey Cobb, Red Arrow TV, me and my cameraman Heath Brown put it down, baby. We put it down. I can't believe it. Give me some. Oh! Red Arrow right there, baby. It's the best deer I've ever killed. It's what you come to Pike County, Illinois for.
He walked in and stopped broadside within 25 yards of a South Carolina bow hunter on the 7th day of a 7-day hunt. That's not a real good decision for your life expectancy rating.
Heath had that truck going about 50. He tried crossing the road in front of him, but we got it done about 25 yards, and he died on camera.
Good deal, man. I like to hear that. That is awesome, dude. Congratulations, brother.
Yeah, we got the shot on camera.
Oh, man, you know, even though the hunt was rough and the weather conditions were about as bad as they could be for bow hunting, you know, we had a great time out in Kansas. Cody has some quality deer, man. Definitely check him out if you want a good deer hunt or a turkey hunt. Also got to thank Joey Cobb, man, for putting the guys up. Heath and Cut had a blast out there in Illinois. Pulled off a dramatic finish out there, killing a deer on the last 20 minutes of the hunt. They got it done. So, you know, big time buck country out there in Pike County, Illinois, and that is another place we'll be heading back to year after year.
It's just rough right now, south wind and whatever, so it's hunting. Let's go to Illinois.
Kip and Josh and Red Arrow sent us to Pike County to kill deer. And that's what we do best. We've killed more than CWD. Let's get them in here, get our hometown ritual. 1, 2, 3, let them hunt.
We gotta go to Walmart, dude. I got some serious moisture problems around this area right here. My skin feels like an old leather handbag.
He heard me whisper. Are you hearing voices right now? It's just your imagination. Go back to eating. Is this freaking you out?
Gotta blend it right in.
I've broken my flex tongue. The reeds fell out of it. Daddy Billy. Seriously, look, I broke it.
Smoked her, huh?